External Affairs Minister as Jaishankar is in Tehran to hold talks with his counterpart Hussein Amir Abdullah, and he is going to discuss all the issues that is happening currently in Red Sea area and Gulf of Aden area. We have seen the escalation of conflict or the tension that has been rising in the Red Sea has forced several hundreds of ships rerouting themselves, and they are now circumventing entire African continent to reach parts of Europe and other African regions. So this entire Asia, Africa, Europe, divide has come because of the Red Sea and furthering further Suez Canal, conflict. On the one side of this conflict is Houthi militants who are sitting in Yemen, and they are targeting all the vessels who are going through the Red Sea area, and their demand is that entire food or cargo which is going to Israel to support Israel in its action against Gaza, they will disrupt all those supply chains. Now, to ensure the smooth maritime trade, US, UK, and about 20 nations have come together under the Prosperity Guardian. That is a kind of mission that USA has launched in that area to ensure free movement of all the ships in Red Sea and other regions. Now, we have seen because of the continued tension, the cargo ships are not taking chance, and many of the international giants like Maersk and other companies who happens to be, in a way controlling the entire ship movement around the world, they have tried to avoid that area and circumvent the African continent to reach to other destinations. But that is adding a lot of cost and lot of weeks for those supplies to reach to their destination. That is going to impact on the international economy as well. Now, we have also seen Indian vessels also being hit. About a few days ago, we saw one of the Indian vessel, MV Chem Pluto oil tanker, was hit. About 200 off coast Indian coast, 200 nautical mile off the coast Indian shoreline. So that was one of the concern that India has also now, that whether Indian ships operating in that area will also be targeted by the Houthi militants. We know that Houthi militants or Houthi rebels ruling in Yemen, they are hugely supported and backed by Iranian government. All the military supplies, all the weapons, all the long-range missiles, most of them are being supplied by the Iranian side to have a strong presence in the Red Sea area. Now, with the kind of conflict that is going on, where we saw on Friday about 60 targets in Yemen were targeted by US and UK led operation. About 16 locations were targeted. About 70 to 80 missiles or bombs were dropped on several locations to ensure that Houthi militants have their surveillance equipment, their drone operation, their other missile operating, and all the monitoring installations crippled or damaged. That is still not deterred Houthi militants. Even on Sunday, late night, we saw another Houthi missile being, fired from Yemen, and that tried to target one of the shipping vessels present in the Red Sea area. That was downed by US ships. Anyway, US naval presence in there. But that means a lot of escalation is going on. And External Affairs Minister as Jaishankar's meeting with his Iranian counterpart would obviously have a large focus how to keep that maritime trading zone free and without any fear for all the ships operating into that area. We have also seen External Affairs Minister had a talk on Friday with his US counterpart Secretary Blinken, where the two sides did discuss about all the bilateral issues, especially Ukraine, Iran and Hamas conflict. But at the same time, US did talk, and the US press release said that they shared this concern of the reckless Houthi attacks on the ships in the Red Sea area. So Indian concern, or the Indian External Affairs Minister has been in touch with both sides. Of course, one is led by USA, which is trying to target Yemen and the Houthi militants, Houthi rebels, and the other side is Iran-backed Houthi militants who are trying to target Israel, UK, US forces or naval assets present in the Red Sea area. The situation is very tense, escalating. It has impacted globally the economic supply chain, but what kind of role India can play, that will be in a way decided with the meeting that External Affairs Minister will be having with his Iranian counterpart. They will, of course, have bilateral discussion on the issues of regional connectivity, how the Chabahar port can help Indian supplies reach to Afghanistan and other parts of Europe through the ports of Iran, and also how other aspect of bilateral relationship can go on in a more trusted and stronger manner, how the bilateral relationship can be strengthened. These discussions will happen, but the majority of focus will clearly be on the recent escalation in the Red Sea area, where we have seen continuous operation going on from the US-UK side, US-UK naval assets against Houthi rebels in Yemen, which are largely backed by ammunitions, by arms, by all the long-range missiles coming from Iran, and how the situation should not unfold and escalate to a level where it becomes entirely a full frontal war. That is the concern, that is the challenge that many nations are currently facing, and India is also trying to keep the temperature down in that area. And the external first minister has been engaging with both sides, including USA side, and now he is in Tehran to talk about all the issues that would concern Indian operations, Indian economic interests also in the Red Sea area.